Hello to everyone. Today we're going to talk about a very interesting topic, IoT or Internet of Things. And today we have a really interesting guest, Chief Technology Officer of Favoriot company, Dr. Gopinath Rao Sinniah. Gopi, hello. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot for coming. Thanks a lot for your interest, for sharing insights from industry, from your topic.
Hi, Alexander. Nice to meet you online like this. It's really a pleasure for us to be part of this session.
Okay, and let's start from Favoriot company. As I understand, it's a global company headquartered in Malaysia. And could you talk a bit about the company, about your products, and what industries are you focusing?
Yeah, sure. Favoriot was established back in 2017. So we started off a small startup company then. And when we started out, we built our own platform, IoT platform as a service. Now, at that time, when we wanted to offer the service to the organization, we felt that not many know what is IoT and how they can use IoT in their organization. So we took a step back. While we are improving the features, while we are developing new features, we thought, okay, let's educate them first. So what we have taken a different approach then is that we educate and provide some services specifically for the universities, for organizations who really want to know what IoT is all about. So that's how we started off, or specifically on the platform. Now, what we are doing is that we have strengthened the platform for the past few years to have more features, and it could offer that for multiple industries at the same time with the focus of smart city. So we are offering platform as a service for now, as well as for enterprise version for those who need it. So that is the focus right now.
Let's get back to IoT actually as industry. It would be really interesting to hear your vision on trends that are happening now in the world and in Malaysia in particular, how industry is changing and what do you see it's going to be in several years, for example?
Yeah, sure. Well, we've been looking into the various aspects of IoT, and we are part of various organizations or agencies to come up with the blueprint and so on. Now, in Malaysia, we have noticed that the use of IoT has escalated. I think this is the same trend that we are seeing worldwide as well. Of course, there is a short downtrend during the COVID time, of course. And after that, since last year, we have seen that industries are trying to accommodate, trying to see how IoT can help their organization. I'll give an example. One of the best examples that I can give here, specifically in Malaysia, is the approach taken by all the local councils to build a smart city. Now, there are many smart cities that has been built in Malaysia specifically, and they are looking into how the sensors can help them to operate the smart city better. It could be a CCTV, it could be to weather monitoring, it could be lake monitoring, it could be traffic pattern analysis, and so on and so forth. So all these require sensors. And that is where we see an increase in the adoption of the IoT. Now, the other aspect, specifically in Malaysia, and we are looking into, agricultural sector. There are a lot of problems. For example, low crops and then difficulties in getting certain products produced and so on. Well, it could be various reasons. So there are various agencies and companies using IoT as a tool to produce more with a cost-effective manner. It could be, say, for example, aquaculture, right? And using, say, for example, in a closed environment, or for example, use it for paddy, in the open space to ensure that there is a good pH level and a good mineral that has been detected. So all these can be monitored in real time only by using the sensors. So there's a widespread usage of IoT. Now, if you look at the other trend that we are seeing is that, of course, AI, right? So AI is everywhere. And what we are looking at is that it is important to adopt or to use AI not only to analyze at the back, but also at the source. With the use I'll give an example. In some instances in the healthcare sector, it is better for us to analyze the data at the edge before it is being pushed to the platform. With that, we can actually respond back to the end users faster. So that is one of it. The other that we are looking at is that the 5G connectivity. Now, in Malaysia specifically, we are targeting, the entire nation to be 5G connected by hopefully soon. And as we all know, IoT is part of the 5G connectivity. So there are some pilot projects that has been carried out by using 5G in agriculture, in manufacturing, and so on and so forth. Now, the other aspect is that the no-code approach. Now, this has been a trend right now to assist end users that don't have development skills and so on to easily configure those devices, to easily analyze the data that they have been collecting from the sensors with less coding. So it could be, say, for example, a generative type of AI by asking, hey, please give me the summary of the data for the past 1 month, for example. It will automatically does all the work for you. So this is where the platform comes into the picture. This is where the features need to be integrated with the platform to provide users with a better services at the end.
Yeah, very interesting. So monitoring edge is really a hot topic today in the manufacturing, in industry. So to pre-calculate data on the field level and then to send only some integrated parameters to the cloud, to have smaller data set to send to the cloud. Really, really interesting. Then you said about 5G. Also, as I know, it's more about machine-to-machine communication than between machine-to-people communication, because that's what IoT is all about. Yes. Yes. Thank you. Interesting. And I think this brings us to the question: what modern IoT platform should look like? Because you mentioned like a connectivity layer, as I understand. So there should be devices that connect to the cloud via special protocols. We have edge devices that should be able to pre-calculate some data and also send it to the cloud. Then we should have the second platform layer, where we have low-code tools to deploy and to create applications easily with the help of AI. And also some ready applications that are also built inside the platform. So this layer, per my understanding, should be in the modern platform, but could you share your vision of what modern platform should look like and how Favoriot platform provides all the things?
Yeah, sure. So you actually, Alexander, you correctly pointed out some of the features that you've mentioned. See, one of the important aspect of the platform is interoperability, right? So interoperability, there are a few things. One, it should support any devices. It should not be limited to say, hey, only one type of device. It could be any devices on the market, provided that those devices can be configurable, right? And these devices can communicate using any type of communication protocol. It could be a Wi-Fi, it could be a Bluetooth, it could be a Sigfox, it could be a LoRa network, and so on. So the platform should be able to handle that. The second interoperability that the platform should support is the communication protocol. As we know, sometimes some of the proprietary type of platform, they only work with one specific communication protocol. So if you want to expand the platform to provide or to cater for our other services, it can't. It's just a limitation of that product. Now, the platform should support multitude of communication protocol. For example, MQTT, it can support CoAP, it should support VAS, it should support WebSocket, and so on and so forth. Now, Favoriot platform, we support these various types of communication protocol. At the same time, we are also scanning through the community right now to look into what is really required, and we are adding the new communication protocol from time to time. So that's the first one, which is the interoperability. Second feature, which is also crucial, is that the ability for the platform to be scalable. Now, the scalable here means is that it should be able to handle not only, say, for example, 10 streams of data or 100K of data, but more than that. Now, if it is required to expand, to scale, then the platform should be configurable for that purpose. So what we have noticed is some platform, when there are a lot of data being streamed, because of the processing that is required, it will slow down, and in some cases, the data will be dropped. And this is not good, right? So the purpose of IoT is to get as many data points as possible. Now, and the other thing in terms of the scalability is it should support wide range of applications. Meaning, you're talking about platform in general. The same platform, you can use it for agriculture, say for example, to monitor some oil palm plantation or some vegetables and so on, right? It could also be used for smart city. It could also be used for, say for example, in a building management, where they want to monitor the temperature, the lightings, and so on. So it should be horizontal in nature. We understand that, of course, some platforms are very focused because they want to provide the end-to-end with analysis for a specific verticals. But as much as possible, a platform should support the different types of applications which are there. So this is one. The other trend, by the way, Favoriot actually supports all those things. That is, we are not specifically cater for a particular application or sector, because we have implementation for agricultural sector. We have implemented it in a smart city. We have some users who use it to monitor the building ambient condition. They are using it for warehouse monitoring. So it's a multitude of applications. The same platform. The backend is the same. Now, the other important thing is the security and privacy. Now, yes, the platform that we have is secure, but with the use of Kaspersky IoT gateway, we feel that it could provide a better security features for the customers, to the end users. Sometimes with a lackadaisical approach, or we just take it for granted, if you would never feel, or you would never be attacked by anyone, but we would never know. So Kaspersky IoT gateway with the cyber immunity in it provide a very strong encryption from the gateway to the platform. So that I can vouch for. So that is important, right? Now, the other trend that we are looking at is the source authentication, which also be provided by, Kaspersky for that matter.
Yes, so with this combination of operational technology and IT, yes, information technology worlds, the cyber risks, of course, are increasing dramatically. And you mentioned that security today is one of the most important aspects of IoT. Actually, talking about our experience at Kaspersky, we had a study actually in 2021, 2 years ago, and it showed that more than half of companies abandoned their business projects connected with IoT due to inability to eliminate business risks, actually. So it seems really, to me, it seems quite a big number. So 53% to be specific.
Now, I've mentioned that several times. Security is one of the core. In fact, looking at the trend here in Malaysia, as I'm part of the technical standard, we actually created or adopted IoT security for consumer devices. So what that means is that we have a technical code that could be used by any consumer device manufacturers to ensure that they use the standards as be specified. Right. A simple example that we have known, is that when the users don't change the password, that they leave the password as a password and so forth. So these are all listed down in the technical scope, in the documentation, which could be applied, could be used by these manufacturers.
Thank you very much for your insights. And we have a starting partnership, let's say, with you as Kaspersky. We as Kaspersky also looking for a platform that is state-of-the-art, that supports various scenarios and everything that you mentioned about what IoT platforms should look like to provide some end and vertical scenarios with where a connectivity layer and platform and application layer are all covered. So the platform like Favoriot, it's a good way to provide end services for the customer. And could you also talk a bit about what this partnership means for you, what you expect from this, and what value you're getting from this partnership?
Yeah, definitely. I think this came about the right time. When Kaspersky approached us, I think towards the end of last year, if I'm not mistaken, we felt, hey, this is something that is required worldwide, not only in this country, in Malaysia, whereby we have noticed the escalation of cyber attacks, specifically using IoT devices, right? So, of course, there are challenges of convincing customers to use cost-effective devices to ensure there's no cyber attacks within the organization, specifically from IoT devices. So we partnered with Kaspersky, not to say partner, we are collaborating with Kaspersky by using their cyber immunity, which Kaspersky has created to secure by design, right? So it is, the security is implemented at the architectural level. And when we tested it internally, we found out, wow, it is a great product. And with using Favoriot as a platform, we could explore various industries and offer the services together with that, with the focus of securing their data and providing the platform that they need for their products.
That's really good to hear that cyber immune approach that we are pushing on the market is now, have some value, and the value is estimated by external companies like you, and you are already looking into implementing secure by design solution based on this cyber immune approach. That's really good to hear.
So we have provided an ecosystem here in Malaysia that covers the various parts. So we want to ensure that everyone gets a piece of a pie, right? So for example, local hardware manufacturers, local solution providers, local application builders, and so on and so forth. Now, the collaboration with Kaspersky is something different. So we want to ensure that some application, not all application will require, or a customer would require the high-end security, right? And we want to, put a note, make a point that how secure it is to use the Kaspersky cyber immunity with the gateway, together with the Favoriot platform that we have. So this is our start of our collaboration. Now the collaboration could go beyond by just using the platform combining with the IoT gateway for now. It could be, say, for example, providing kind of training for those who need specifically in the IoT part, right? Or venturing into a different segment. So, but then the first step that we are working is that to come up or find a pilot project to implement this Kaspersky IoT gateway with the Favoriot platform. And I foresee it's a great opportunity out there in this field.